This is Christian Cisneros from the Noob News, and we're here with Herbert Jefferson. He's the original Lieutenant Boomer from Battlestar Galactica. How is Austin treating you, and how's the Austin Comic-Con for you this weekend?
Absolutely fantastic. It's my understanding that the Austin fans haven't had an event quite like this in a very, very long time. I've heard scores of people come by and say that this type of event rarely, if ever, comes to Austin, and it's my pleasure to be here.
You had a good turnout for you, or?
Absolutely, absolutely. People have been coming by hand over fist, all ages. There are those that remember the original Battlestar Galactica, and then there are families that have come with their small children that have just been introduced to the original Battlestar Galactica, and it's been difficult to get the kids, the very small ones, focused enough to take a look-see at some of us who did our movies way back in the 1900s. They're more interested in the superheroes. We got a lot of Star Wars fans in here, and Iron Man costumes the kids are running around in. But there's something here for everybody, and I'm happy that there are still some fans of the original Battlestar Galactica to come by and say hello.
What?
The other stuff.
I think the newer version really gives that door opening to allow people to come back and say, oh, this was an original series earlier on, to go back and there's going to be those people that they want the newer stuff, but I think that you'll see a good span of people coming back and seeing the older shows. Do you think?
Oh yeah, well, there are those that like both the old and the original, and I'm running into a lot of people who really don't care for the new one, because unfortunately, as well written some of the storylines in the new one are, there are those who just can't accept the fact that it's no longer a true family show anymore. It's more of a darker, adult-focused series than the original. But it's one of those things, you either like what they've done with the new one or you don't. Occasionally you'll find people that like them both, but it's usually either they like the new one or they don't.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes with the remakes. Yeah. There's people always on the fence. What's going on with you right now? What are some of the newer things going on? Any roles in TV and movies right now? Or?
I'm still an actor. I'm still doing film, television, theater, radio theater, voice work. I did some of the voice work in X-Men 2, for example. Most recently, on camera, has been the Star Trek of Gods and Men, which was a project done strictly for the internet back in '08, that streamed in 3 segments and is now available for viewing on the internet if you go into Star Trek of Gods and Men, and it will link you to the website that will show the production. It was a very, very well done, high quality feature film directed by Tim Russ. You'll see Nichelle Nichols is involved, and I'm doing a cameo role at the very end. I'm playing a freedom fighter commander called Captain Galt. It's a lot of fun, a labor of love.
That's great. It's great to see, being an independent filmmaker myself, seeing talented actors wanting to go and do these roles and labors of love and smaller, straight to the web kind of movies, rather than looking, I only want to do movies that are going to get theatrical releases, or I only want to do movies that have big budgets, or stuff like that.
Well, as actors, as performers, as an independent filmmaker, maybe you'll understand a little bit more of what I'm trying to say. Not everything we do as professionals in the entertainment industry can end up being becoming an icon over the years. We like to work. We like to create. Some things are going to be received by the great masses of the world, and some things are going to be, as we mentioned earlier, labors of love, where you've worked with a wonderful bunch of people. You have done some wonderful. You've worked with some wonderful writers, and you put the project together. In this case, I was invited aboard by Tim Ross and Nichelle Nichols, and I said, sure, I'm not doing anything. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Turns out it was very, 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 very well received, you know. But yeah, as a filmmaker, you do independent shorts, features. What do you do?
Both.
Both?
We do features. We're moving into television now. So we're doing some episodic stuff and some reality, and just in general, just trying to encompass everything. We have the website as well that we're trying to branch off in and doing too. So.
You're based here in Austin?
Yes, sir, Austin.
Yeah. Well, wishing you the best of luck. Maybe we'll get a chance to work together on one of these labors of love, huh?
Yes, definitely. If right now, if you could have any role in a TV series or movie that is coming up or is currently showing on TV, what would it be?
Any one role. I've been
or just in general a TV show that you would like to be part of.
There is no one. There are several that shows going on right now. As long as it's written well, as long as I'm working with a company of people, writers and directors and other actors that want to do the best with the material that they have at hand, I'm content. You understand? Coming out of the theater, I mean, I could bring up a few plays that I've done that you probably wouldn't have any idea of what I'm talking about, but they were wonderful experiences. I like the police dramas. There's a number of them. I'd like to do the NYPD Blue and CSI, and I like the idea of playing bad guys. You know, I want to play a couple of good villains that you love to hate. You know. And I kind of like going in that direction, just to kind of offset some of the superhero good guy roles that I've been playing in the past, just to kind of, you know.
A different change of pace.
Yeah, put an edge on it, you know.
Well, is there any place right now, if fans wanted to learn more about you or find out more information about what's coming up or what you're doing, where can they go?
I don't really have a website. I guess in my case, you just have to wait and see, you know, and see where I pop up here and there, you know. I don't have a website. I don't get into promoting myself in that way.
You having some appearances and more Comic-Cons?
You mean in terms of the convention appearances? Where am I going to be? I'm going to be scheduled to. I'm working with Wizard as we speak for the possibility of attending their New Orleans convention come late January. We're discussing that, you know, the possibility of my attending that. But after that, it's hard to say. The convention circuit kind of is hit or miss because it always has to work into my schedule, their schedule, and whether or not I'm working on something or have personal or professional commitments or something like that. But I enjoy doing them. I love meeting with the fans.
Great. Well, this is Christian Cisneros from the Noob News, and here with Herbert Jefferson. And thank you very much for your interview.
Thank you, Christian. Best of luck to you.